Okay, y'all. I took lots and lots of notes. I feel like this episode should be named Raquel, that THOT, that over there. Because, baby, with every episode and every day that goes on, we are getting more and more in depth into Raquel's real character and the type of person that she really, really is. This episode is indicative of she is problematic and she's troubled. And that's what I think. I think she's troubled. I'm not making an excuse by any means, but I think that she's, in addition to being troubled, this is really who she is. Raquel is off the chain. But I'm going to try to go in chronological order of like what happened in the episode, because I took lots and lots of notes. So let's get started. All right, the episode starts. Raquel is going bathing suit shopping with Ariana. I find it interesting because, with everything that's going on in the news, while they're bathing suit shopping, I think Ariana made a comment saying, girl, I didn't know you had it in you. Like, I didn't know you got down like this. And, every time that this is mentioned, we see Raquel, she like makes excuses for what's happened or makes excuses. And it's like, when I was first thinking about this, I was actually upset with Katie. And then, after hearing her, I felt better about it. Girl, upset with Katie? The code of conduct in this friend group is astounding. Like, you guys just do not care about like relationship swapping or hookup swapping. I hate the word hookup, by the way, but whatever. They love to say make out and hook up, so we'll go with it. We'll go with the words that they use. But it's just like, you guys just don't care. I for the life of me, I could not date someone and then we break up and then we have a friend group of like 10 people and then we're all in the same friend group and then another girl from the friend group dates him and then I'm watching it. It almost makes me think, like, do you guys really have real feelings for each other? Because when you really love someone, you don't want to see them dating a stranger, let alone your friend. So I'm just mind boggled by how Raquel could have even had any thoughts in her mind. Like, I was upset with Katie and I feel like Katie's being unreasonable. Katie has been with this man for like 15 years. I can't even believe that she is actually saying stuff like this. It's like, girl, I don't know, maybe is this an LA thing? I don't understand it. Maybe I need to stop trying to understand it. But it's pretty crazy the way that they date each other. But I mean, clearly there's some level of it being okay because they keep doing it. Maybe the cutoff is like when you're married, because everybody but Raquel kind of seems to agree, and Sheena, because Sheena was, Sheena is trying to hook Raquel up with Schwartz, but everybody but those two kind of think that it's not okay. So I don't understand it. I'm gonna let it go trying to understand. And then Raquel, she said she was never really close with Katie, but it's like, girl, we're on the show together. Like, get out of here. Like, of all the men, and Schwartz, he ain't that fine. I mean, he's cool and everything. Like, he's a little corny, in my opinion, but whatever. He's not that amazing for you to want to date him. So I don't understand it. And then, Raquel, she tells Sheena, which is like, I mean, girl, you are a snitch. But she told Sheena she wasn't invited to the Lake Havasu and Las Vegas trip that the girls are going to. Sheena kind of acts like she doesn't care, but we know she does. And then, Katie uninvites herself to the wedding, which I wouldn't go to her wedding either. Girl, I don't want to go. Look at what you're doing. Like, I don't care if you were in my wedding or not. I was married to someone who, she even calls him her family. I was married to him. And then so there has to be some things that have happened between Sheena and Katie when they haven't been taping. that's the only explanation that I have for her doing this to Katie. Like, there's some stuff that we are not seeing because they were close. And so why are you hooking or trying to hook Raquel up with Schwartz? It does not make sense. So anyway, Katie uninvited herself to Sheena's wedding, which I would have did that too. Bitch, I'm not going to your wedding. Like, look at the things that you're doing. I'm not interested in your little whack relationship with this man who's an opportunist, who doesn't take care of his kids, who left in Australia and came here. Sheena, I really could fry you right now, but I'm going to leave you alone. But anyway, so Katie says she's not going. So, which kudos to Katie, because I wouldn't have wanted to go either. Like, girl, goodbye. Don't come on my trip, and I'm not going to your wedding. You know, I feel like Katie's giving Raquel like way too much grace in the situation. Granted, I do understand where she's coming from. It's like, you know, Sheena's like the puppet master. She's the mastermind behind it. But Raquel, I don't, you know, it goes back to the old saying, like, if everybody jumps off a bridge, or, you know, if someone tells you to jump off the bridge, are you going to do it? Like, I don't care if someone put something in my mind. I know right from wrong. I know that I wouldn't want that done to me. I don't care what you say, Raquel. You would not want Sheena to hook someone up with James. You just wouldn't want it. So you have to take accountability, and you're not doing that. And that's one thing I hate. I hate when people don't take accountability for their actions. You know it's wrong. There's no way you don't know it's wrong. Katie has told you it's wrong, but Katie, you can't place so much blame on Sheena. Sheena's wrong, and I would be done with her too, but I will also be done with Raquel, and I never would have invited her on that trip. So while I do appreciate how you are allowing yourself to give her grace, or that you give people grace, which is new for Katie because she doesn't normally do that. Like, Katie's pretty cutthroat. She's been pretty cutthroat in past seasons. She holds grudges. But for some reason, with Raquel, you are kind of, you said you're going to allow her to show you your true colors, which she's showing that. And she did that on this trip, but we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, and so Lisa, they show Lisa and Ken. I didn't know Pandora had a baby. I know she got married. I don't really follow Pandora like that. Pandora's kind of boring to me, but it was cute to see Lisa and Ken, you know, spending time with, you know, their grandkid. I know Lisa they have a son. I don't think he has any kids. So it was cute. I didn't know Pandora had a baby, so congratulations to her. And then she's talking to Ken, and she's telling Ken about Tom and their dilemma that they're having with their business partner, Greg. And Lisa's telling Ken, you know, Tom and Tom are paying rent on the, you know, a restaurant that is not open. And Greg is like taking his time with opening the restaurant. And like she said, I agree. When it's not your money, yeah, you don't care. You're going to take as much time as you want to open because you're not the one paying the rent. So Lisa and Ken are kind of debating on whether they want to help the Toms get out of this situation. And they're kind of like, well, you know, we love them, we want to help them, but do we really want to get involved? And then, you know, Lisa, she made a good point, like Schwartz and Sandy's, which that name is always going to be hilarious to me, but Lisa was like, look, I wasn't in on this from the inception. You know, she's very particular about her decor. And she's like, you know, I don't know if I really want to get involved because I don't really know all the ins and outs of what, you know, is going on. So they're trying to strategize on ways that they can help Tom and Tom without buying Greg out. You know, that was one of the ideas that they were thinking about. But they're going back and forth on it. They're not sure. But what they are sure about is that they do want to help the Toms. You know, you can tell that they really care about them. Beyond, you know, working with them, and you know that Tom Sandoval was a server at SUR for years. They probably look at them like sons, and they care about them, and they want to do as much as they can to help them, you know, be successful with their, you know, their restaurant without like getting overly involved in it. So you can tell they're kind of going back and forth about that. Okay, so James, he goes to brunch or lunch with his mom and his new girlfriend. Okay, and he's telling his new girlfriend, I think her name is Allie. He's telling her that, you know, he started drinking again, but I want to be respectful to my mom, and I don't want to, drink in front of my mom. So, I mean, I understand that. We all know James has no business drinking again, because he is a whole plum fool when he drinks. James is out of control. He says whatever, he does whatever. So he definitely should not be drinking. James is out of control when he doesn't drink. James is problematic in general, but it is definitely heightened when he drinks. So I'm sad to see that he's drinking again. But is it me? Or does it seem like James likes bimbos? Raquel's definitely ditzy, and this new girl seems ditzy. I'm getting ditzy vibes. I'm getting like Barbie without a brain vibes. I don't know. I'm getting like follow the leader vibes. Raquel and this new girl, his new girlfriend, have the same thing where like I feel like they're just going to allow James to railroad them and make decisions for them, and they're not going to really have a voice. And it's like, I don't know. I just get ditzy from James, and we already know Raquel is ditzy. But anyway, so they're eating lunch with his mom, and I've never really liked James' mom. It's something, there's one thing to be involved in your kid's life, but it just, I don't know, she always rubs me the wrong way. They have more of a friendship relationship than a mother-son, and I guess I get that. When you get older, I'm sure that, your relationship with your parents turns into that, but it doesn't seem like he ever really looked at her as a mom. So I don't really like the dynamic with him and his mom. And I think that his mom inserts herself into his relationships a little bit too much. So I don't really like that. But at the lunch, his mom made a very interesting comment where she said that she referenced Raquel, someone bringing Raquel to watch him DJ, like purposely to meet him, as like it was a setup. Do you guys believe that? I don't know. I kind of believe it because now that we're seeing a little bit more about Raquel's personality, I don't know. She just doesn't seem, she seems like she's easily influenced. Somebody probably was like, "Ooh, girl, I'm gonna try to get you guys together." Like it just like it was a plot. So I kind of believe it. I kind of believe that. Now, how they know that, I don't know. Maybe this is something James would not confirm nor deny. Maybe, he told his mom, but he didn't look like he liked that she brought that up. But I kind of believe it. So I'm wondering, I'm interested in what you guys think about that. So we talked about him and his mom. So Lisa and Ken, they stopped by. Schwartz and Sandy just to kind of take a look, and the Toms are there, and they give the Toms a proposal of, look, if you really want to, try to buy out Greg, it doesn't seem like they're willing to put their money up, but they decided that an option would be for them to give both of the Toms their $50,000 investment back from Tom. That would free up some money for them to have $100,000 to buy Greg out. And then they say, within a year, if you want, you can reinvest in Tom. By the way, sidebar, I have been to Tom before, and I've been to Sir. Me and my girls, we took a girls trip to LA, and it was 5 or 6 of us, and it was real cool. The black guy, I forget, he was the manager of Sir. Real nice. It was funny. Tom's beautiful, by the way. When we walked in, all of us, black women, beautiful. We were dressed up, and everyone was like looking at us like they had never seen black women before. But they were like giving us like the 5-star treatment and shots and put us in a nice section, and it was just it was interesting to say the least. But Tom is very, very pretty, and Pump, Tom, and Sir, they're like all on the same corner. Like literally, we walked from one to the other. They're all like on the same corner, like walking distance, which I had no idea. So it seems like Lisa has all her restaurants like on the same block. So But anyway, so yeah, Lisa and Ken gave them that option. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see if the Toms take her up on it. But they might want to, you know, and then they should probably get with Lisa just to give them some guidance if they buy Greg out, because he seems like the person who knows the business side of things. They probably want to make some type of arrangement with Lisa so she can help to guide them in the right direction, because just because you're in hospitality and, you know, Tom was a server forever doesn't mean that you understand the ins and outs of the management and the day-to-day logistics of running a restaurant. And it seems like that is where they are lacking experience. So I hope they're able to, you know, figure out something. And they should probably stick with Lisa, because she is her restaurants are beautiful. So okay, so then Ariana, sorry you guys, I'm shuffling papers because I took lots and lots of notes. So Ariana meets with Tom, and they're just talking about the girls trip, and then Ariana says that her dog that she's had for 18 years, I don't know if I've ever heard of a dog living that long, but that's an old ass dog. But I'm sorry, Ariana, you just taking L's. Like, you're having a rough, you know, few months. Poor baby. But she says that her dog had a seizure and is not feeling well, so they kind of talk about that. And then she tells Tom that, you know, they're going to Lake Havasu, and then before they go, they're gonna go to meet Lisa in Las Vegas for her restaurant. So, you know, just they have a little conversation about that. So then they pan to Katie. She's having a conversation with Christina. And so Christina, we've seen her like on previous episodes, like in the earlier season, she worked at Sir, and she wasn't a main character, but it seemed like her and Stassi were close. So it seems like she and Katie are getting tight again. But interestingly, in their conversation, Katie is telling Christina about everything that's happened. And Christine, I like you because you're the only person that she's on to Raquel. She's like, look, Raquel is not as this goody-goody that she portrays to be, and you should not be giving her the amount of grace and leeway that you're giving her. She straight up told her, like, I need you to really think about what's happening. And although Sheena is wrong, Christina said everything we're thinking. Although Sheena's wrong, Raquel is not innocent, and beware, because she is, you know, a wolf in sheep's clothing. She is fronting and faking, and she is a problem. She's problematic. So I really like that Christina was able to give her that insight. And then Katie's like, well, you know, I think I understand, but I can make my own decisions. Sometimes, you know, ultimately people are going to do what they want to do, but when people give you some really good knowledge and insight and, you know, try to help you to think of things from a different angle, you need to listen to that, you know. And Christina definitely has been the only person, because Ariana, she kind of was like, ooh, this is wrong, but she didn't really, because that's what I would have been like, girl, don't invite this heifer. She should not be coming on this trip. She is like trying to get with Schwartz, and she told you, and she's acting like it's okay. So it was nice to see someone finally saying that. So Christina definitely broke that down and said what we are all thinking. So I like Christina. She seems logical, and I'm hoping, you know, that she is on the show a little more, you know, than she has been in the past, because she's never been like a main character. All right. Then Lala goes to Raquel's house, and they're like talking about their relationship stuff. Now, is it me? Or Lala looked bad? Maybe it was just that scene, because I actually think Lala, I've always thought she was a cute girl, very petite, you know, cute, but her makeup looked terrible in that scene. I don't know, girl, if you did it yourself. It was giving like mixed girl, like it was too dark for your skin. I don't know, it was giving like mortuary makeup. Like, it looked like the makeup they put on like dead people before the funeral. I don't know, your makeup didn't look good in that scene, so I just cannot stop looking at it. I was like, damn, Lala's makeup, it looks bad. So yeah, whoever did your makeup in that scene when you went to see Raquel, or if you did it, like, I'm gonna need you to change the palette. Let's go with a different color, you know. you're not like Latina. I don't know. It was just too dark for you. So I could barely even watch the scene because I just kept looking at your makeup. But anyway, so yeah, they're just talking about like their relationship issues and like comparing trauma and comparing what they went through. And then Lala tells us that she hasn't, you know, been intimate with anybody since 2020, which is probably good for you, girl. Because, you know, you seem like you were out there a little bit. So you might need a little time to give it a rest. It's always good to take a little break. Like, you don't have to sleep with everybody, Lala. It's okay. Like, so, you know, just give it a rest. You have a newborn, like focus on that. You're dealing with a lot of stuff. So that should not be a priority for you. So let's, you know, look past that. Okay. So all the girls get to Vegas. You know, they go and they go to see Lisa's restaurant in the Paris, which I'm actually from Las Vegas, so I have seen the restaurant as well. It's very pretty. Like all of Lisa's restaurants are so pretty. The Paris has like the pink floral, just it's very elegant, just it's very beautiful. So I will say that all of Lisa's restaurants that I've seen, and I've seen, you know, 3 or 4, they're all really, really pretty. The decor is pretty, which is why she's probably like, I don't want to, Shorts and Sandy's is giving, you know, bar, it's giving, you know, Monday Night Football. Like, I don't know if I want to, well, maybe not, I'm being extra. It's, it's not giving saloon, but I mean, the decor that's in Shorts and Sandy's, Lisa's probably like, now y'all know I wouldn't put this kind of touch on that. So I digress. Anyway, the Paris is really, really beautiful. They, you know, meet up with Lisa. Lisa hooks them up with a beautiful suite in the Paris, which Lisa's very sweet about that. She seems like when they take trips, she does that a lot. So that was nice to see. So then, oh God, Lala and Christina pull out a piñata that looks like Schwartz, and these chicks gonna say these chicks asked Raquel if she was attracted to the piñata. I was like, and Raquel was kind of like, I was like, you guys are so stupid. That tickled me. Which that was pure shade. That was good. That was funny. That tickled me definitely. So yeah, they're just saying that they had a, you know, I guess to bring light to everything that's going on with Katie, they bring like a Schwartz piñata, which I'm assuming on the next episode they're planning on letting Katie hit. So that was kind of cute to see. Then Ariana gets a call about her dog not doing well. And then she, you know, has to pretty quickly rush out of there. I guess the dog had another seizure and they're scared that the dog's not going to make it. So I was kind of disappointed to see that Ariana had to leave, because again, with everything that's happening in the media between Raquel and Ariana and Tom, and then, you know, Ariana always has like little snarky comebacks. I would have loved to see the way or her feelings about Raquel's behavior later in the episode. So yeah, but she had to do what she had to do. She had to get out of there and, you know, and take care of her dog. So she had to do that. So then the girls go and they meet Katie's mom. I don't know. I'm trying to think if Katie's ever had her mom on there. I don't know, but Katie's mom's cute. They meet her for dinner. We find out that Katie's mom lives in Vegas. And while they're eating dinner, in walks their server. And their server is Oliver, which, if you guys don't know, Oliver is Garcelle Beauvais' son. Garcelle, beautiful. We all know her. She was on the Jamie Foxx show. She was a huge model, and she's now on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. In the last season of Beverly Hills Housewives, Garcelle did make mention of her son working for Lisa. I did not know that meant that he was going to be on this season. So, you know, that's interesting to see. But anyway, so when they're at dinner, you know, Lala has met him before at I think the opening of Paris, and then Lala is like, "Ooh, he's so fine," and da da da, you know, whatever. And then here come Raquel. Oh my God, oh yes, he is fine. It's like, girl, can you have a crush on somebody? Like, can you have your own brain and get your own people? They're like, Lala's kind of swooning for him, and then Raquel jumps in there and she's like, yes, he is fine. Oh my God, he is, yes. And it's like, so they're all flirting with, all up on Oliver's jock, flirting with him, like making it very, very obvious that, they're both attracted to him. And so he walks away, and, Lisa's like, yeah, that's Garcelle's son. And then I believe Lala asked, well, is he married? And I think Lisa was like, Lisa said, well, he's separated with 2 kids or whatever. I didn't really like that. I feel like Lisa, as the elder and as someone who should be guiding these young ladies to do the right thing, Lisa should have immediately said, he's separated, like, y'all probably shouldn't get involved with that. I feel like the way she said it was like, oh, well, he's separated, kind of like giving them the okay or the thumbs up to, like, think about one of them potentially talking to him. And I didn't like that. I felt like she should have, like, kind of swayed them away from that, because although he's separated, like, you don't know the situation. You know what I mean? Like, men say they're separated all the time, and then he could be lying, or you just don't know what's happening. So when I hear separated, that doesn't make me think like, oh yes, I want to talk to him. No, like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get more information, and I'm probably going to stay away from that situation until that man is divorced. So that was a little disheartening to see. I did not really like that Lisa, it felt like encouragement from her. So that was a little awkward. So yeah, they're let me get my little notes. My notes is getting to the end, y'all. So then Katie's mom, they're kind of talking about stuff, and then Katie's mom, which is hilarious. Moms don't care; they will bust you out. Katie's mom was like, yes, and Raquel, during their conversation, Raquel, said she wanted to make out, which make out sounds so like 6th grade. I hate, like, y'all are grown as hell. Why are y'all still saying make out? Like, if y'all say make out one more time, I'm gonna scream. But anyway, so she pretty much busts Raquel out. And then Raquel is like, well, yeah, but Sheena, she put the thought in my head and then it just stayed there. I was just like, is this really happening? Like, I'm running out of adjectives to describe Raquel. It's just, Sheena and Raquel, y'all are both trash. And again, it goes back to that whole, oh, I'm so sweet thing. I just never trust it. I never trust people who come across overly sweet. Sometimes it's genuine, but most times it's not. It's like, why are you so sweet all of the time? It's like, it's nice. You want to always be kind, but it's like, I just never trusted Raquel. She was always shifty to me. But her saying that Sheena gave me the idea and it just stuck in my head, it's like, girl, goodbye. Like, use your brain. Like, if I ever had a brain, like, what are we doing? So that annoyed me. But Katie, she's emotional at the table when she's talking about it. And I feel bad. Like, I feel bad, and I just really want Katie to muster up the strength to, like, really go in on Raquel. Because it's like, no, it's not okay. You cannot talk to my man. If you do, you're going to have to deal with me. Like, this is what she should be telling Raquel. And she's not. And I feel like she should have said that to her. And forget Sheena. You cut her off, whatever. I wouldn't deal with her either. But you need to get at Raquel, too. So anyway, they all go to a club after dinner, and in walks Oliver. And so Oliver sits down, and then Lala's like, oh, I adore you. Oh, you're so fine. And here comes Raquel, yes, you're just amazing. You have so much spunk. You have so much, you have so much swag. I'm like, y'all are gassing his head all the way up. I have never seen anybody jock somebody like this. y'all are on this man. He probably was feeling himself to the highest extent after that scene. Like, I've never seen anybody on anybody like that in my life. 2 women. So they're both all up on Oliver. And then Oliver's like, you know, I guess Raquel makes a comment. My mom, she would feel a way, I guess, about his face tattoo. And he's like, yeah, you know, I hear that a lot. And then when I talk, people, you know, kind of look past it. Which, why do people get face tattoos? I don't understand it. It's like, one day you're going to be 60, 70, excuse me, with a face tattoo. Not even 60, 70, like 40, 50. What are we doing? Like, why did you do that? Like, I never understood it. Anyway, neither here nor there. So Oliver walks away, and Raquel, they both like him. Lala likes him, Raquel likes him. They're talking about it, and then Lala and Raquel have a conversation where Raquel is kind of like, well, you guys seem like you're feeling each other, and so, you know, I feel bad about this. Would you feel a way if I was to like try to talk to him? And then Lala's like, girl, you're overthinking all this. I mean, if basically Lala's like, I mean, I guess if this is what you're really pressed about this, and so kind of like do whatever you want to do. If you already know your girl has a crush on him, why are you even, I mean, where is the code of conduct? Like, I have never seen anything like this in my life, where a group of friends, y'all don't give a damn about who likes who's with who. I keep going back to that point, and it is like, I am so flabbergasted by it, because I don't understand it. And never will. And again, like I said, I need to stop trying, but there is a code. If I'm out, my girl likes somebody, I'm not going to try to talk to him. Even if he likes me, if I know she likes him, I'm going to leave that alone. So I don't understand it. But anyway, so Lala's kind of like, go ahead, girl. I mean, do whatever you could. I mean, clearly we know they're starting to see a pattern. Like, you give no F's. So, you know, if you're going to do it, just do it. And she damn well did it. Oliver said, oh, come dance with me. They're on the dance floor, and they're making out like 5 minutes later, which, can we stop kissing people as soon as we meet them? Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, there's a lot of herpes running around. Does that ever enter your mind when you guys are just randomly, you want to make out with everybody? Like, I know some of y'all got, you know, herpes. There's no way. I mean, you guys are kissing everybody. What is going on? So, Oliver, you're black. Like, we don't do that. So, like, why are you kissing this girl you just met? Anyway, so they're kissing, and then, you know, the episode kind of fades off. So the bottom line here, just to kind of wrap this up, Raquel, we see you. We see each other, like Nene said. Like, we see you. We are seeing the type of person you are. I wonder what you're doing right now. I know you are very embarrassed with your behavior. You have to be. You have to be super, super embarrassed with the way you have conducted yourself, because you look nuts. And then, you know, we saw a preview for the next episode where, you know, you and Lala kind of get into it, and you kind of shaded her, and everyone's like, yes, y'all, Raquel is a Jezebel. Ciao. So, yeah, it's starting to get juicy. And again, we see what's happening right now currently, and it's all unraveling. And we're going to see with each episode more and more how bad of a person Raquel is. She's just not a good person. She's not trustworthy. I wouldn't leave her alone with my man. I wouldn't leave her alone with nobody. Like, girl, you can't be alone with anybody, because we don't know what you're capable of. And I think that is the moral of this season. Like, Raquel, girl, we did not know that this was coming. I never would have thought. But anyway, so please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And I'm curious to see what you guys all think about this episode. I actually think next week is going to be really good. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good day.